Steph, yeah, hi everybody. I'm just sitting here chilling and hanging out for my live with Jolie. So in an hour I'll switch over to her channel, but I am procrastinating. I do not want to clean my house. And I have been doing all the things I shouldn't be doing versus the things I should be doing. Hey, Brian. So I figured I'm gonna sit here and go live and hang out with my friends because I still don't want to clean my house. Hey, Ronnie. And I did go retail therapy today. And I was gonna do a separate video, but I'm like, I just want to show it to you guys and not have to worry about filming a video about something I purchased because that's just what you do when you're on YouTube. Hey, Pixie. I did that today, lots of laundry. Yeah. Well, I did some laundry. I didn't do lots of laundry, but I still haven't moved it over to the dryer. Like the washing machine does the work. I just have to throw it in and move it, and I still fail at that. So, hey Jeanette. Hey, hello Craig. I'm just chilling. Today sucked. Today was a bad mental health day. There's too much stuff in the news that it's making my blood boil. Like my poor husband, he's been moping all day. He's not feeling well. Um, I worked today trying to get ahead of my week. Yeah, Jackie, I must stop buying. Brian, you and I, sir, but sir, you can always return them, okay? Don't keep them if you don't love them, Brian, because remember what you did last time with the last denim drop. You ended up selling that whole set to somebody else. Don't do that. You know, you know, this time if you don't love it, send it back. Or you can just give it to me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You know, love the things you buy and use them. If they are not perfect, sell them or get rid of them. I don't know if you saw hey Lisa, if you saw Nikki's video, somehow adulting, she was talking about her shopping trip from Paris and she bought, hey Dee, um oh, that's so not cool, Dee Higginbotham. She got the shingles vaccine. Well, I guess it's better than getting shingles, but it still sucks. Yeah. So anyway, I lost my train of thought. I'll remember in a minute. I'm trying to find trying to take all my medication while I'm sitting here. Um, oh, Nikki. So Nikki's video, she got this really pretty Hermes. I think it's called a Kelly to go, and she hates it. I mean, she loves it, but she hates it because it doesn't fit anything. It's not that useful. She's not sure. I mean, she loves it. It looks amazing. I mean, it's an Hermes item, okay? She loves it, but it's not really that functional. And in life, function and form have to meet. Um, oh, you got the shingles vax? Hey, Jolie. By the way, guys, I'm only hanging out here until we go live with Jolie at 7 on her channel because I'm procrastinating and avoiding housework in my house. So I was just going to go live and hang out with you and just chit chat and do nothing really. Hey, Jane. And I want to show you my retail therapy today. Shingles is I think it's a virus that it's related to the chickenpox virus and it's very painful. Yeah, it's very, very painful. So anyway, so Nikki was saying, well, should she keep this, Kelly to go wallet thing? And I'm like, no, I don't think I left a comment, but in my brain, I was saying, no, you have to keep it. No, excuse me, you have to sell it. Hermes is too expensive, too coveted, too wanted to just have it because you like the way it looks and it's not functional, right? Now, some things I think you should collect. Some things you can collect, but again, it has to be functional and beautiful, not just beautiful. Do not point at my elephant bag up there that I've never used that's just beautiful. Okay, that's art. I didn't buy that to use. Nikki bought her bag to use. So, and she also lost one of her bracelets from Hermes, and then I think she said it with Hermes, and then she lost, no, then she was talking about the silver bracelet, or her most worn item was this ring she bought from the same ring I've been wanting to buy forever. If it doesn't bring you joy, move it on. Yes, someone who will. Yes, that is the truth. If you ever had chickenpox, you have shingles virus in your nervous system. Yeah. Hello, Erin. Hello, Latina. Um, if I don't love it, it's got to go. Yes, we don't have space. There's a couple things in my collection I know I have to move on. I'm just dreading doing it because I still like the bags, but I love all my bags. Let's just be honest. I love them all. They're all equally loved. Some I love more. Some I probably would sell. Um, but the sentimental value attached to them is too high. So, oh guys, I caved. Hey Tessa, I caved and I bought some of the denim drop. Not what I thought I was gonna get, not what I was planning on getting, but something if it's not perfect, it's not staying. So yeah, bad girl. Yeah, I know. But I put it on a payment plan, which is stupid because just because you can afford the payments doesn't mean you can afford buy the thing. I'm like, whatever. I bought it anyway. And I should have just bought the large Rowan. But no, it sold out anyway. It's not like I could get the large Rowan. It already sold out. Or the mini Rowan. They both sold out. And the other one I wanted was the Laurel, the large Laurel, and that was even more than all those bags. So I ended up getting a men's collection bag, which I really like. The only problem I have with the men's collection is that the strap nylon they use on that strap tends to my neck doesn't like it. It's not the same type of cotton web strap they use for their other bags. So is it just me, or is the mini Rowan looks bigger in this launch? It might, because I had a mini Rowan and I sold it because it was too tiny, but I don't know. Let me show you my retail therapy. So I went to the Disney store. No business going to the Disney store, but I was in a really bad mood. I was really bummed. I was really upset. Did I tell you it was a bad mental health day? Did you get the cube-shaped one? Yes, D. Higginbotham, you were correct. I got the cube-shaped one. Kind of oblong cube. Yeah, it's a crossbody rectangular cube. Not the phone one that's like this, but the one that's east-west like this. Yeah. I got the large one and wish I'd gotten the mini. Well, it may come back. You don't know. Somebody said something about a denim drop on the regular line, and I'm like, they did that last year. I have not heard a peep about them doing another denim drop in the boutique line, but somebody did, so maybe they are. I don't know. So I went to, because of the State of the Union, the administration that we're not talking about. Um, I'm in the half of unhappy, so I'm sure there's people out there in the in the land of happy. I'm in the land of unhappy, so I decided to go shopping at Disney World or Disney store because Disney makes me happy. So I went to Disney and I was thinking I probably won't find anything because I'm always looking for pins, right? Oh my goodness, 30% off their clearance for clothing. If I could just magically poof all of my clothes become Disney themed, I would have it all. You know? So this is me being good. This is me trying not to buy things. This is me just coming back from Orlando. Okay, so I know how much this stuff costs. When I actually go to Disney in Orlando, I really don't buy much because I know eventually it goes on sale. And since I am very lucky to live next to a outlet store, I just only the things I know I can't buy, exclusive things like the DVC stuff or the stuff that I know will probably never make it. Um, can't let that mess get to you, Jackie. Yes, D. Higginbotham, I am trying not to because I ranted, I raved, and I'm moving on. Disney makes me happy too. I have a huge Disney t-shirt collection. Yay! So let me show you what I got because this is so cool. This is Disneyland. Yeah. And I haven't been to Disneyland California, but I have been to Disneyland Paris. So I feel like I can wear all Disney merch. Okay, all Disney merch. So this is a sweater, which was really hard to wrap my head around. It's a hoodie jacket thingy because it's 80 degrees here. It is literally 80 degrees in Texas right now. But but I know it's a fake warm. And I know that in a week it's going to flip and it's going to be back to it's freezing because normally February and March are like some of the coldest times of year for us is actually in February. The fact that it's like this weird 80 degrees on the 2nd of February is weird. We went to the park today. People were flying kites, people were walking, there was dogs, there was people fishing, we had people at the skate park, people at the dog park. I mean, people were out and about, people were out there having a blast. And I'm like, yeah, I think next week it might get cold again. Wait a minute, it will get cold. Yeah. So this is one of the things I bought. So, but it was hard to say, oh yeah, I should buy the sweater when it's 80 degrees. But I'm like, no, Jackie, it will get cold again. So this sweater, jacket, thingy, hoodie, whatever. Well, when Phil saw his shadow, so 6 more weeks of winter. So then I actually picked up something for my husband because we love him. And this was such a him. If y'all, those who have met James, this is such a James sweater shirt. This is so him. This is so him. He hasn't seen it yet, but the only thing that would make this better is if this, instead of a white background, it was a darker background. He prefers to wear darker colors, but to have the rainbow with Walt and Mickey, I mean, this is such a James. It's such a James shirt. So he has a new sweatshirt. Actually, I thought I had bought him a Spirit jersey. I might have to go back and get him a Spirit jersey. I didn't realize I bought him a sweatshirt. I know, right? It's so cute. It's so cute. Um, yeah, we might have to go back and change that. This one I bought for me, and I wanted to get one for him. So we might actually have to go back and get one for him too. When he sees this, he might love this. So this is a 2XL Spirit jersey, and this is Disney, but here's the cool part. Disneyland, and it has a huge chocolate chip ice cream Mickey sandwich, which is so cool. Um, Spirit jerseys are expensive. So these dudes normally are okay, the tag isn't on there, but normally they're $85. They're between 69 to 85 depending on how much stuff they put on it, right? So this has this velvet flocking, so this is more of the $80 variety. So he might want this, but it's a light green. I wasn't sure if he was going to like the right light green. But that shirt for James, I'm a little worried because he normally doesn't wear sweaters. But I thought it was a Spirit jersey. A Spirit jersey is just a cotton tee, and this is a little bit more warm. So we'll see. Um, I'm hopefully he'll like it. If not, we can go return it. He wasn't with me, and then I have one other thing in here. So about 4 things. And it was, and I put 6 things back, guys. I put so much stuff back because the budget is already dying a death that I shouldn't be buying even this. Like, I realized that when I purchased this, and even though all 4 of these things was $83, that's like groceries and gas. So I'm like, what are we gonna eat? You know? So anyway, so I got this sweater. Now you're like, Jackie, don't you have this sweater? Um, I think I have a different version of the sweater. This is more of a I love Stitch, you guys. I love Stitch. And Stitch in Halloween theme, yes, I'll wear this all year round. I don't care if it's a Halloween themed. I love it. It's so cool. Hey, hun. James. He can't hear me. He walked right by. He has new headphones on. So I love this. So this was actually the cheapest item. Hey Rael, this was actually the cheapest item I bought. Um, oh, he's on his Xbox. That's what he's doing. Or he just walked by again. But he's talking on his headset, so he can't hear me. But anyway, that was my retail therapy. So I think $83 for 4 items from Disney is like a score because normally it's like one item is $83 because Disney's expensive, y'all. So 30% off the clearance price was just like, but this is why I can only go once a month. I can only go to, and sometimes you go there and you find nothing, and sometimes you go there and you find everything. It just, you know, you just never ever knew. It's my bag lady. I like Melissa. After all these years, you changed your branding. It's my bag lady. I'm a Stitch fan too. Love that top. Oh yeah, Debbie, I love Stitch. Stitch is my favorite. Actually, Julia's the jewelry rep that everybody reps, like Winnie's repped Julia's. They have a Stitch pendant I really, really want, but I'm gonna wait and buy it when I can, first when I have the money to do it, because I don't. And then clothing I can justify. Jewelry is an adornment. I don't. Oh, by the way, I found my earring. Everybody, last live I did, I said I lost my earring. Well, I found it. I just lost the back of it, but the earring itself came out. It was on the floor of my bathroom. How that happened, I don't know. You know, I don't know. You know, so it would be dangerous for me to live close to a Disney outlet. Yes, I can only go once a month. And things come in and out all the time, so it's just one of those hit or misses. You can't really. But it was so cool because I was talking to one of the salespeople there, and he's such a cool guy. He's been on 11 Disney cruises, so we talk cruises. So I said, dude, dude, if you could go on any boat, and he's been on all of them so far. I said, except for the Treasure, because the Treasure's the newest one. I said, if you could go on any of the boats, doesn't matter where the destination is, which one would you go on? Just She said the Wish. I'm like, really? Because I'd heard mixed reviews about the Disney Wish. The Disney Wish is the largest boat they make, right? So the Disney Wish and the Disney Treasure are in the same class of boats of size and layout. So a lot of the people who are used to a Disney cruise don't like the Wish because of the layout, which is understandable. It's a different layout. I have a Stitch hoodie, PJ Stitch. Oh, I have. Wait, do I have the Pandora charm? Oh, do I have? Oh, I don't have the Pandora. Do I have the Pandora? I don't think I have that one. I think it's on my things to buy list. Yeah, I don't have the Stitch. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have this one right here. There's two versions of it. So I have mm, focus. He's right here. He's Stitch. I moved my bracelets, so this is my cruising bracelet. So I have the Stitch on my bracelet because I love Stitch. I'm totally looking forward to Stitch um, live action that's coming out in May. Yes, a Disney cruise is totally should be on your bucket list. So I go through a travel agent, and what you can do is every month you can say, hey, debit this account, and they'll put a payment towards it. So as long as you have it paid for 45 days out from the date of sailing, you're good, right? So Disney cruises cost more. That's just the way it is. They cost more because the rooms are larger. In general, the smallest room they have is normally larger than most other boats, you know. And when I say this is I'm 300 pounds, I'm 5'4", I'm round, you know. I can take a shower or use their bathroom. It's no problem. There's no issue with space. There's no issue with storage. There's no issue with the bed. I mean, everything is comfortable. It's a little bit smaller than you think if you've never been on a cruise. It's smaller than a hotel room, obviously, but it still fits like a queen size bed, and it's comfortable, and you can still take a shower, and there's, it's great. So one of the negative things I've heard a lot about some of the smaller cruises are other cruise lines some of their smallest rooms, they have very small, very kind of like, think of airport lavatory, like in the airplanes, tiny. This is not that. This is not that. So my son has a Stitch tattoo, and I have an Ohana tattoo. That's so cool. So yeah, so we're if honestly, if we had done the cruise, I think I think if we had done the cruise before we bought into the Disney Vacation Club, we might have not bought into the Vacation Club because I think James likes cruising more. He likes both. So in the perfect world, both, you know. Time for ice cream. Yay! So I wanted to do a video, and I still might do the video, but just pretend you haven't seen this live. And sometimes I do things in a live, and then I'll do things in a video. And it's a different perspective, so it's not really like it's not new. So let me show you. So this is the denim bag from Coach from, I don't know, 5 years ago, maybe. Next year it should tell me on the inside, right? On the Creed. This is from 2017. No, 2021. 2021. 4 years ago. You know? So this one, I have this. This is an outlet product, okay? So I got this bag and the large Dempsey tote to go with it. So I have both of these items because I love this collection. Now, I really have wished it didn't have the white. If this had had the tan, this would have been like sold out, right? So this is one of the pieces I have that's Coach denim. I have the shoes and I have a hat, which I don't have with me. I need to collect all my Coach denim to do one video. And this is Coach denim. I think this is called the Dylan or the Dalton. I can't remember the name of this bag, but this is a retail, 1941, I think, from that vintage. I wish Marilla was here. She tends to remember all these things. Can't remember if this is a 1941 or not. When did this thing come out? This one, let's see if I can find the Creed. So this one came out 2020. So this came out in 2020. Is it 2020? Yeah, it's 2020. Um, no, I did not get the Roan. It's already sold out. I wanted to. So this is 2020. This is 2021. So this is retail. This is outlet. Um, and this is my newest denim item from Coach. I bought last year, and this is the Coachtopia denim. So I'm a fan of the denim. Um, and the Coach denim. And I also have a wallet and a pouch from the retail drop last year. I just need to find where I put it because I tend to misplace all of my things because I'm not organized. Organization is not my strong suit, y'all. If you didn't realize that. Um, I'm trying to get a Coach denim collection, not just about the current drop, but all of my Coach denim, all the things, because it's not new, but this combination that they're doing with the dark color blue, with the light color tan, and that little cherish charm, everybody's over it. We love it. We love it. I mean, it sold out. I went to the outlet. The outlet was like, "You don't have any more, Yeah, I really wanted Smith tote. I really wanted Smith tote, but that tote's $200, y'all, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Now, honestly, the two things I did buy from the collection, both of them combined equal $200. So maybe I should just bought the $200 Smith tote, but I didn't. I tried on some of the new Coach denim, but I couldn't get the buttons in the camera bag to unsnap. Ooh, I will pass since my outlet didn't have the Rowan. Otherwise, I would have gotten it. Yeah, the Rowan. Yeah, I know. So I'm going to show you what I've been working on today. So this is what you saw before. And, I have a big hole. Where was that? Right here. Let's fix that. Let me fix that. And then I'm working on the back side now. So as I touch it, more crystals come off. So as I move it and use it and do things to it, I just add them back on. And there's a spray fix I'm going to put on top of this when I'm done, so that hopefully it will help keep these crystals glued. Um, but just add more crystals. They come off. Add more crystals. It's fine. It's not the end of the universe. It's just crystals. They're not even real crystals, y'all. They're just rhinestones, really. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I was going to just sit down and work on this and talk to you guys while I procrastinate and not clean my house, not do laundry, not wash dishes, all the things I should be doing. Hey, la la la. I got a Coach Denim Swinger from the 2022. Ooh, yes, that's beautiful. Yeah. I think that the other thing too is I like these. I like branding. I've always said that. I've always said I'm a brand. Look, I'm a walking free advertisement for Disney that I pay them. I pay them to wear Disney merch. Okay, they're not giving it to me for free. I'm wearing it because I love it. So I'm all about the brands. I'm all about loud. There's nothing subtle about me, y'all. Uh, it's like what Jennifer and I said is like, when people say, "Oh, you're fat," I'm like, "Yes, thank you, Sherlock. Isn't that obvious?" I mean, like, we know it. You didn't have to tell us, you know? Anyway, so what has everybody else been doing? What's everybody else been watching? How are we finding February the 2nd? I don't want to go to work tomorrow. I've had 2 weeks off. It's been lovely. But, on tomorrow I told James, just enjoy the last day of vacation, because tomorrow is going to be a crazy town when we get to the office. We're going to have so much emails to go through, so much work drama to wade through, because we're planning for our February. We have a lot of stuff happening. Hey, haven't seen you in a bit. Um, I need to clean up and get ready for bed. Good night, Dee. Um, so yeah, so this is what I've been doing today. Pretty much most of today, I've done pretty much this bit, and I'm going to be working right now, and until I go live with Jolie, I'm just sitting here hanging out, procrastinating and not doing other stuff I need to do because I don't want to do it. Oh, I did see a blurb. What's the name of that book? Iron Flame. Was it Iron Flame? Black Onyx, I think, is the name of the book, the fourth book in the installment. It's the fastest selling adult book in 20 years. So it's not meant to be, in other words, it's not Harry Potter, guys. It's meant for a general audience of not young adult. So that's interesting. I've read most of book one. I have book two, and I don't have, or is it that the third book? Maybe that's the third book, not the fourth book, the third book. Yeah. Because I have the first book, second book. Yeah, it must be the third book. And I need to finish reading the first book so I can finish the second book now that there's a third book. Oh my God, Jackie, it's so good. Oh, you've already read it. No. I know. I haven't finished the first book because I was reading the physical book copy, and then I put it down, and we moved cars or something, and I don't know where it went to, and I haven't found it. It looks pretty, Jackie. What's the name of that book? Craig, if you can write the name, because I don't remember the name. It's a really good series. It's about dragons. Oh, wait a minute. Let's use these pink. I'll use these pink crystals. So I'm just working on this, and I know you can't see me actually placing the stones, and I'm looking down, which is awfully boring. But I was actually given one of the best compliments ever. One of my members and subscribe said that I put her husband to sleep because I'm so relaxing. Yeah, that is the nicest compliment ever. Um, there's enough chaos in the world. I like to be a soothing influence, guys. Um, It'd be nice. Uh, Relaxational. Wait. Hello. Let me check it so good. Which series are you talking about? It looks pretty Jackie. I think it's considered Iron Flame. The Iron Flame series. Thank you. Iron Flame. If you just Google Iron Flame, you'll find it. And it's about dragons. It's very cool. Yeah. It's a very well, not really about only dragons, but dragons and people. It's a good book. It's a good book. I'm actually listening to an audiobook right now on Audible that I'm on the second installment. It was a 15 or 18-hour book. I can't remember. So I said, this is a great book to do on a long drive. So I got the book and I'm listening to it and I liked it so much. I'm on book 2. So it's Awaken Online. It's the first book. Well, it's a series is Awaken Online. And the first book is Ember. And I'm on this, or is it Ember or maybe on Ember now? Anyway, that's doesn't matter. No. Um, hey Jennifer. I used to pay for Audible subscription and then froze it because I wasn't keeping up, and now as part of my Amazon Music subscription. Oh yeah, get the Iron Flame series. It's worth it. Yeah, it's a very good actually, um, hmm. If you have discipline in the fact that if you get the first book and even though you finish it, you're not going to immediately buy the second book, so you can wait to use your credit for the next month, do that. But I have a hard time that when I get into a series, I'll just buy a whole bunch of them, in a go, and I'll be like, oh dang it, I shouldn't have done that. And sometimes I get tired of the books, and I'll flip between books. I'm that person. I listen to many books at the same time. I'm that annoying person. You know, I'll switch between genres. So I was actually listening to Sherry Frankie. She's the daughter of Ruby Frankie, the Mormon lady who ended up in jail for child. I think it was for child abuse, and it's her story of how she survived her mom's household. It's a really good book. I'm almost almost finished with that one, but I was listening to that one and Awaken Online. So I go, but when you're listening to a really heavy topic, I go back and forth between heavy topics and lighter topics. Okay, so I maybe miscalculated this heart. Not enough crystals to cover it in this colorway. So we're just gonna improvise. Let's see, do I have any other pink crystals? I usually read the books first on my Kindle or Audible and love it if I buy actual hard copy for my That's a smart way of doing it, Greg. To buy the hard copy. I'm trying not to do that because I have my library of books is actually in my garage because we've never been able to get the house set up for the library that we wanted, which was always the plan. We even paid for the contractor to build the library for us, and he took our money and ran. So it's still a sore subject. So one day we'll get that library we wanted. Today, and James is he read a book. He's reading the Shadow. What's that book called? Shadow of Bones or something? The one that was a Netflix series. I can't remember. Shadow something. It's a 3-book series and it became a TV series, and he read the first book on the vacation. He's a very fast reader. It's really annoying how good he is at reading. Hey Maya. Um well, it's okay. You still have like 25 years to get it built. Yes, I do. I have 25 years to get it built. Yeah. Hey, everyone. Native. Hey, I've been reading all the news about the plane crashes and whatnot. No need. No need. Yeah, exactly. That's Native. That's exactly what this is about because, oh my God, the news. I feel like I live in the Twilight Zone. I don't feel like I live in America. I feel like I live in the Twilight Zone. I feel like, okay, what's next? It's like I don't even want to know. It's like I am checking out of the world news, and I'm just like, okay, I can't control it. I didn't vote for this party. I don't have a problem with the people who did vote for the party. It's just like not my. Well, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about politics, y'all, because I'm not political. It's just the news sucks. And I'm taking an airplane flight in April, and I'm like, this is not good news. I'm like, I was telling my husband, I'm like, y'all, we've had 2 airplane crashes in like a month, and you know, we're going on an airplane in April. And he's like, it will be fine. I'm gonna haunt you. If something happens to me and he survives, I'm haunting him. That's all I have to say about that. The first time trying Scott's Live, I would have stayed if it hadn't as Jackie was, "Aw, yay!" Well, Scott, I love Scott, but his lives are insane. His audience is just too much for me. I can't handle his chat, and he, so I'm just on here until 7 o'clock when we go live with Jolie. I'll switch over to her channel. Um, I'm honestly, I'm just procrastinating. I'm at the airport right now to fly back home. Maya, oh no, it will be fine. Flying is still safer, statistically speaking, than driving. I know this. I know this. But it still makes it difficult when the news is the news. Okay? I'm feeling up to it. I want to try to. Oh, yay! Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. Oh, if you're feeling, you know what? Don't give yourself a dead date. Just when you feel like you can do it, just do it. If I am home, you'll have an audience of one. Even if I'm at work, I'll chime in, Craig. Sometimes it's hard, just when you're having a good day, just it doesn't matter what time it is, people will show up, you know? That's what I've learned about my lives, at least, is that it doesn't, even if I have a time or a not a time, I try to have a consistent time on Mondays and Fridays, but on the weekends it's just fly be free, you know. So it's just I say go, hey, well, if you're feeling up to it, you can go live with us at Jolie, right? You know, always, always. We miss you. It's fun just to have a conversation with people that we like, like-minded individuals that understands that it is ridiculous how much money I have spent on bags and still buy bags. And that judgment-free zone, if you want Murakami, buy Murakami. If you want, the P9, buy the P9. If you want Balenciaga, go buy Balenciaga. Apparently, there's no scandal anymore because that artist, the creator, I was watching Dacob, and apparently Demna, which is the creator for Balenciaga, just got some like super prestigious award in France for cultural and blah blah blah. I'm like, really? I don't even like his art. I mean, I've never been a Balenciaga fan. I like the city bag, but I don't think that was something he made. I think that was already been around, but it doesn't matter. We watched a little bit on Super Dacob's live. I watched a little bit of the Dior fashion show. That was a tragedy. Apparently it sells well though, but these people aren't designing clothes for me. So it's not something I just look at it as a humor. Like, well, okay, that's nice. Because it's not I don't go walk around life in transparent clothing, and apparently that is still the fashion, that people wearing naked clothes is still the way it is. Sheer nakedness is still um the popular look, you know. And I'm like, no, not for me, thank you. I mean, this t-shirt is a lower neck t-shirt than I normally wear, and I thought it was almost too low. Like, maybe that's still too low. But it actually worked out pretty well. Oh, so let me show you the t-shirt I'm wearing. I bought this t-shirt on the boat when I was on vacation. Um, Jackie, I miss what you're working on. Oh, dun dun dun. Yeah, here we go. So eventually it will be completely done, and I will spray it, and then I'll work on the one that Winnie gave me. Winnie gave me a small one, um, and I'm gonna bedazzle that one. Look how cool this is. Oh, wait a minute. That's missing a purple stone. I found a purple stone earlier. Now I know where it came from. Yeah, we'll have to carefully go through this and look for all the bald spots because these things do pop off with the glue. Um, Canadians in the house. Jolie, if I popped in, I'd be you know. Okay. Hot mess is fine. Do you not see my hair? You know, this is me crazy hair. This is why I cut my hair so short. So this is a shirt from the boat, and this is the Disney cruise symbol right here. Is this 3 waves and the Mickey Mouse, and this is they have a pirate night. So I forgot my actual shirt that I normally wear on pirate night at home because I forgot to pack it. And when we were there, this was on sale for $15. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna buy that. So I bought this one, and I bought one for my twin because it was $15. Normally these are like $30 t-shirts. So I was like, for $15, yes, I'll buy it. And I was wearing it today because I really like it. Jackie, 30 minutes till you go live with Jolie. Just a reminder. Yay! Okay, so 30 minutes, and we're gonna be switching over. I'll probably switch over a little bit sooner than that. And then we can go hang out with Jolie. I want to talk to her about her plants. If y'all missed it, I was at her house just a few days ago, you know, and we hung out. And she has the coolest yard, guys. Um, we need to get her to do more content about um, her yard because it's really, of course, it's winter time, so it's dormant. So maybe give it a minute, but when that minute is up, we need her to show us more about her orchard and her vineyard and all the stuff she's growing because it's very cool. I can't grow nothing. I have one plant. It's best growing city in North America. Nice. Um, so anyway, I'm dreading tomorrow. Well, tomorrow will be nice. I get to come home and I was thinking about making dinner in the crock pot, so maybe I should definitely remember to do that before I go to bed, is prep. I was going to make a bean soup in the crock pot for tomorrow, or I might just do that Tuesday. I don't know. Jackie, thank you, Debbie. Yes, Julie, I want more content. Yes, right? We want more yard updates. She has such beautiful plants, guys. Jolie has amazing plants. They look like they're like taking over her house um, because they're so happy. You know, they're thriving. She remembers to water them. I don't remember to water my plants. And which is why my one plant in my house is barely surviving and it's meant to be neglected. It's like literally meant to be neglected. So anyway, I have to deal with more stuff about there's so much stuff I need to do in my house and I don't want to do any of it. Like and James and I were talking about this because now that his mom is no longer in life and that we now have our house back and we know that we don't have anybody moving back in with us, that we we spent years modifying it to adjust to her, right? So now that she's gone, like, James, are we gonna move all this other stuff back to where it was? And are we gonna, so we're talking about it and it's daunting. Like, we moved our entire sound system and video system, TV entertainment system away from the wall that her room was on because of the sound. So to move that back so that we can move. Oh, but we have to do that if we want to get access to our windows again, because the windows are currently blocked off by the uh, board games that we have and bookcases. So it's just James and I are just talking about this. Like, okay, we're on the same page. We want it to go back to actually the way it was before. So it's just gonna take a long time. I have Pirates of the Caribbean T-shirt. Yes. I like Pirates of the Caribbean. I like all of the movies. I really like the character Jack Sparrow. I like I don't know if I have a favorite. I really don't rewatch them, but I used to watch all of the Bob Hope pirate movies and all the pirate movies from the Caribbean and you know old black and white films. We need to bring that genre of movie back because I had fun watching those. I like those. I love Johnny Depp in those movies. I love Johnny Depp anyway. He's just awesome. I like him as an actor and as a human. It seems like he's a nice human. Um, Not that I know him, you know. I actually don't really want to meet my heroes or people I like because I don't want to be disillusioned. You know, let me keep my illusions of their greatness. Everybody has bad days, but I don't want to meet my person I've always wanted to meet, on their bad day. You know, I want to meet them on their good day. So anyway, I'm just hanging. Do, 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 do. Yes, Jeanette, the city is booming. I'm a Johnny Depp fan, so of course I have the T-shirt. Yes, I like Johnny Depp. When we were in the '90s, we were watching 21 Jump Street. And then I remember watching Cry Baby, and then anything else he was in, I went to go watch. And uh, don't go rewatch 21 Jump Street. It is cringe. But in the '90s, when we were like, I think that was actually in the '80s. It might have been '89, '90 when that show came out. So I've been watching a little bit of YouTube today, not too much. I watched a little bit of Mel in Melbourne. She did a Murakami drop. She bought some stuff in the Murakami collection. She wasn't too impressed. Don't blame her. I watched a little bit of Meredith. She has a gorgeous fur Fendi. Um, she has 4 Fendi First fur bags now. Very pretty. I haven't watched Dale's video, something about last not very many videos for a while. And then Jesse Styles put a video out. I haven't watched it either about are Australians buying luxury still. I don't know. Jerusha is. I mean, Jerusha's put out a video where she bought more stuff from Hermes. The girl can't be stopped. I haven't watched it, but she's been buying a lot of home wares out of Hermes and jewelry out of Hermes for on what I have been watching. So people are still buying things. I'm not one of those. Well, I am. I'm buying Disney things. I'm just selective with what I'm buying. You know, it isn't. I'm not on the Hermes journey. I'm on the Disney journey. I am on a how many cruises can I go on in my lifetime journey, and financially, realistically, um, yeah, it's like one a year. Um, but the way it kind of falls out is like almost every 10 months is how it's falling out for us, so how we do the payment things and can book them, and it's worth it though. Every time, we go, we have a great time, and if you look at the cost for a cruise per person with all the food, um, and just ruin, if you're comparing it to a vacation where you have to buy all your food separately and your lodging separately and then your entertainment separately, I actually do think cruising is very affordable. And it's all contained, and it's fun. It's a fun, and you're going to different ports and seeing different things. So I see why it's popular. I also see why it's because they're continuing to have more and more of their fleet. Um, yeah, so Debbie says, so true, Jackie. Many have been disappointed when meeting their idols. Jeanette says, I read somewhere that Brampton is now the fastest growing city now. Wow. Let's see, what color blue am I gonna use? Actually, I think I'm gonna pull out this other color. This Jackie, 21 Jump Street was definitely in the '80s, and he was young, and I'm the same age. Yes, yes. I booked my cruise 1 year out. Yeah, we do too. We try to. Like we booked our December cruise in December for next December. So, and we booked the cruise we were on in January last February. So, it takes time to pay for them. They're not, and it takes time to make arrangements to do what you got to do to go on these cruises, and it's fun. I love them. I actually wish we had started doing this years ago, but I could never get James to go on Carnival. I wanted to do Carnival, but he never wanted to do it. I don't really even know how we ended up going on a Disney cruise, to be honest, other than I think it must have been like, oh, it's out of Galveston. It's an easy port to get to. Let's do that because it's only like a 3-hour drive from our house to get to that port. Whereas, you know, if you have to go to Fort Lauderdale or Miami or, wherever, you have to fly, right? So if I leave out of Galveston, I can just drive down there and it's an easy trip where it's not super expensive. I pay $100 to park my car, for a week or however long we're gone, and then we go on a vacation, and I don't have to fly and spend hundreds and hundreds of more dollars on top of the thousands you're spending on your vacation. This past November, I booked for the next fall, and my upcoming spring cruise I booked last April. Yep. Yeah, Debbie, I do think Meredith is still shopping. She has a lot of P9s. I'm not sure how much more shopping she's gonna do, though. I mean, she has. I mean, y'all, I'm not judging because I always will find a bag I want. I will always find another bag, but her collection is massive. I mean, I have 500 bags. She has 400 or more luxury bags. You know, I can't even. I don't even want to know because she's a collector. She's a collector's collector. She has to have sets. And I understand this because I have to have sets. I like to getting matching sets. I like a bag with a tote. Especially in my Disney collection. I have to tell myself all the time, Jackie, don't. You already have that pattern. You don't need it again. And I'm like, oh, I don't have it in this size. Like, you know, I'm constantly telling myself, Jackie, no. Because, well, my poor husband, you know. He should be able to get fun things he wants to, and he wants vacations, and they're expensive. So Disney would be a crazy expensive, especially. Oh, Disney World is very expensive. Disney World is $100 a day, and my husband did a for a family of 4 days at the park for a family of 4. The cost would be $2,500 in just park tickets. We're not talking about food. We're not talking about lodging. We're not talking about transport. That's just to get into the park for a family of 4 for 4 days. I said that's a little excessive. I think maybe we're going to be going to Disney World for the rest of our life, every year. So it's like we don't have to do all 4 parks at once. We're going to be able to go over and over again. But a lot of people, it is their one time only. It's the one time they go to the park, right? Right. So they want to do all 4 parks. They want to do everything at once. It's the one time they're going to go on this vacation. Most people, the first time they go to Disney, when they have a big family, it's like 8 to 10 grand. Not even kidding. Because you're looking at, if you're staying on Disney property, you're buying all the tickets. It's an easy $100 a day on food per day, and it goes up with how many people you have with you. So Disney is expensive. It's definitely a lifetime thing. I just feel very grateful that we're able to go as often as we have, because we live closer. Because I live in Texas, and it's a 16-hour drive straight through from where I live. If I just go from where I live without stopping, so I don't recommend that drive. But you can do it in one day. I've had many friends do it in one day because when you're younger, those things are more attainable. I am now older and driving for 20 hours. The only reason we did it on our last trip was because the timing, we had to do it that way. And just because we came off of a vacation that we had rested and slept a lot, but it's taken James 3 days to recover from that 20-hour drive. So is it really worth the trade-off? No. Oh, book the hotel, get some rest, take your time, or take an airplane. They're faster, you know. But I don't like airplanes if I can avoid it. I just don't like I get so much anxiety on airplanes. It's not even the airplane. It's not actually flying, guys. It's getting to my gate on time. It's getting to the right gate. It's my mobility from going from one gate to the next gate. It's am I going to make it to the next, whatever. Does Disney allow you to bring food into the park with you? Actually, yes. Jolie, they do. They do. They do allow you to bring food into the park. You just can't bring anything that needs to be heated or refrigerated or heated or something because so many people have dietary restrictions. Um, they can't. You can bring your own food. You really can. There's a whole bylaw rules for it. Like you can bring your own food. You can bring beverages too. Um, but again, it can't be anything that has to be cooled or heated. Like you can take sandwiches and snacks, and a lot of people do. But honestly, if you're going there, people just buy park food. But again, there's so many. Yes, they have changed it. It's because of so many people's dietary restrictions. And honestly, it doesn't matter if you can bring food in. Most people are going to buy the food there. It's really for people who have food allergies that can't have the food that's on the park in the park. You know, so when I go, I normally take a snack and I take like a goldfish or something and a Diet Coke with me in my bag if I have to, like if I don't have time to stop or something, because I'm not going on rides and stuff. But okay, moving on. How did that happen? How did that stone get there? Man, it's like migrating stones. Let me pull that one off. Okay, let me show you what I've done. The park tickets have skyrocketed since we were there in 2019. We are priced it out in 2023. We can easily spend 10 grand even for my family of three. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. So, um, when we go, um, because of the DVC contract we have a vacation Disney Vacation Club. So we have like 240 points per year that we can use in their hotels. So let's say the last we have enough points that we can stay a week at most Disney property without problem. And like when we went to Orlando, we spent one night in one location, one night in another location, and we were fine. And when we're going back in April, we've already paid for the lodging because we bought into the vacation club, and our contract is large enough that we have a lot of points. And so when we go there, the lodging is covered because we do pay a monthly essentially condo fee. I mean, essentially maintenance fee. So we just pay every month, and then at the end of the year, they that account pays for my maintenance dues for our vacation membership or whatever. So that's how we can do this. Or else we couldn't. I mean, staying at Disney and even just in Orlando, even if you're staying at the Holiday Inn or Hampton Inn or any of the places, it's expensive, right? So we kind of looked at it that way, that for us it was better to buy into the timeshare and then go visit and drive through and stay when we needed to. And then the tickets, like I don't do parks really. If I do one day at the park, I think one day at the park is 125. It could be more than that now. It might be 165 for walk up. If you walk up and just go for that day or whatever. But James, I just go to one park, at most two parks. So for me, it's never really the park that's going to cost a lot. It's me shopping. Nice. Um, I guess with food restrictions, yeah, it seems like half the kids these days are allergic to peanuts. Oh, not just peanuts, soy and just dairy. Like I have a friend who her kid's gluten allergy. Can't eat anything with bread. Can't have bread anywhere near anything. And you know what Disney's good at? Sugar. Sugar's everywhere. We fly to Florida because it's 24-hour drive. And when my husband worked, we didn't have the time to drive. And I think it's too expensive for us now. It's this 3-hour flight. Yeah. Yeah, I do think it's too expensive because the flights are expensive. You know, it's expensive. You're looking at $1,000 for three people to fly, if not more. It might be $1,200 to fly there and back. Then you do the park, and then you spend a couple days. It's like it is a commitment. This is why I'm saying I think cruising is a much better price because for three people, if you don't mind sharing a room with your kiddo, um, it's not that expensive, you know, compared to the cost of a Walt Disney World. 10, 10 grand for how long, Debbie? Jennifer, 1 week. Hey, Ed! We're about to switch over to Jolie's channel, guys. Oh my God, do y'all see where the poor little the poor little 5-year-old boy died at school because they fed him dairy, even though it was listed and they knew. Oh, that's awful. that's so sad, but that's how critical it is. That's why it's like, kids and food allergies are serious things. Like my friend, when we were on our cruise, she's allergic to mango. So every time we had a server or talk to anybody says, "Are you allergic to anything?" Mango. Like first things first, which you think is odd, but no, we're on a cruise to the Bahamas. A lot of the foods there had mango. So, you know. Okay, guys. So I'm going to end this live, and hopefully you guys can come travel over to Jolie's channel. We're going to be going live with her in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to get another drink because I drank my whole drink. And I will see you guys in 10 more minutes. It's so sad the hospital called his mother and informed her. Oh, that's rough. That's rough. That's rough. Your kiddo died because my heart goes out to that family. Anyway, bye everybody. See you at Jolie's channel.